God bless you all. And God bless those who serve, and God bless our veterans and first responders. A year ago, I never thought I'd be here. I never thought I'd be here with you. This all happened because I became aware of just how unjust this country is, the corruption, the criminality, the injustice, and the depravity that we have in our so-called ruling elite. Last August, I'd been following the SNC-Lavalin affair, to my disgust. And last August, I saw a YouTube video of Commissioner Brenda Lucki, and she was saluting in her red serge dress Mountie uniform. And while she was saluting, Justin Trudeau came up to her, embraced her, and kissed her on both cheeks. And I thought, what contempt that man has for that person and for the office she holds. I said, I knew the RCMP was crooked, but they're almost literally in bed with the ruling elite. Well, that was it for me. I'm just an ex-firefighter. I'm not a lawyer, but I do know that I have the right to file what's called a private prosecution. And I did. I drafted one up myself, and I went to the Ottawa courthouse. And the JP there, he said, well, go for a coffee. You know, I'm going to have a meeting. I came back after half an hour, and he said, will you swear to the best of your knowledge that what's in this document is true? And I swore in the Bible that it was true. And he said, your pre-uncut hearing, that's the hearing where they decide whether you're bogus or not. Your pre-uncut hearing is going to be in 8 days. 8 days. So I showed up 8 days later with a lot of evidence. I spent a lot of money getting a man named Gary McHale as my witness. And we showed up a half hour early for our hearing. And a number of other people showed up as well at the Ottawa courthouse right down the street. And we were told, oh, the judge is sick. So the Ottawa courthouse that day only had one judge, and that judge was sick. So they couldn't deal with the matter of Traversy versus Trudeau. Couldn't do it. So they said, okay, your hearing's going to be in a month, October the 4th. Once again, at great expense, I got my witness out, compiled a basket full of evidence. We had 12 thumb drives with the phone calls from various people harassing Jody Wilson-Raybould, who is the Attorney General of Canada. We had it all. I was there with my witnesses. A number of people were there for moral support. Room 14, the Ottawa courthouse. We were there a half hour early. Door was locked. I knocked on the door. Nothing. We stood outside that door for an hour with me knocking every couple of minutes. We found out at the end of the day, I got a transcript, they held that hearing behind a locked door while I was outside. Yeah. They invoked the McHale principle for lack of evidence, and I had Gary McHale standing next to me. With over 200 evidentiary documents, we had the thumb drives, we had it all. He locked us out, they locked us out, they had the hearing, they stayed it for lack of evidence. Now, stayed does not mean canceled. It means put on hold, paused, and now I'm going to reopen it. But that's not why we're here today. We're here today because on Dominion Day, July 1st, the USMCA comes into effect. The United States, Mexico, and Canada trade agreement comes into effect now. Now, Section 27 of that trade agreement states that all three co-signers must address corruption in their countries. If they do not address the corruption in their countries, tariffs can be laid. Now, this document, I had a team of people that were legally trained. Like I said, I was just a firefighter. I'm not a lawyer. I did do an outline. This contains a cover letter. We're handing them out. They'll be available online at justiceforcanada.ca. The entire document will be available as of 12 o'clock, as of now. And this has a cover letter where it's addressed to President Trump and President Maduro. Now, this document has a 6-page legal brief, and that 6-page legal brief addresses only 3 issues out of the dozens of issues that we have in this country. The first one, which is, I know, President Trump's most important priority, is children. Child trafficking by the Children's Services, the Children's Aid Society, who are kidnapping children and selling babies. We've got the proof. The second section of this 6-page document concerns corporate corruption, and that is SNC Lavalin and Trudeau. Now, the third one concerns the workplace safety boards, which affects all of us. These workplace safety boards across Canada are amassing tens of billions, and they are investing that money illegally in the stock market in Canada and the U.S. Ontario has a $52 billion surplus with the WSIB. I told that to Premier Ford, and he said he'd check on it. Within 10 days, he lowered the rates by 3% for employers. He did not do anything about the injured workers. Now, this money is supposed to be held in trust. These workplace safety boards are public trusts. They are not for profit, yet they are for profit. And they are profiting from all of us, all these employers. Now, this money is being laundered through the British Columbia Investment Management Corporation, the BCIMC, and it is then going on to the American and Canadian stock markets illegally through shell companies like Quadrille and Granite. Look it up. Now, this is huge, and this is going to get fixed for all of us. For all the first responders, we have triple the rate of first responder suicide in Ontario per capita compared to the rest of the country. Why is that? Why is it? Is it because there's a $52 billion surplus that should be going to the injured? Okay, that's what's going to be in the brief. There's lots more we could put in the brief, but what we're going to do is we're going to serve this along with 192 pages of evidence and signed, sworn affidavits. Now, the White House has already gotten this electronically, and they have given us a receipt. So, I'm going to walk to the embassy with anybody that will come with me, and I'm going to deliver this. Okay? Okay.
Where we go on,
Where we go on, we go on. Thank you. God bless you all.